Hi guys, Casper MMA here, and today we're back with another UFC prediction video on the channel. Today, giving my predictions for UFC 323, Dvalishvili versus Yan 2. Now you may be wondering what is wrong with this setup and why is it shaking all over the place. I've literally got my laptop sat on my knee on the edge of my bed because I'm building a PC at the minute. I've got like a new monitor and stuff, and there's no room on the desk for this laptop anymore. So this is our recording. I haven't finished building the PC. It still needs a few parts, but this is what we're gonna have to deal with. But I'm here to give you picks, so I hope you guys don't mind. But before I get into today's predictions, make sure you guys are around here and if you're enjoying this content, you go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's really appreciated. So there is a total of 14 fights on this card, and we kick things off with the first prelim of Mohamed Naimov versus Myron Santos. Now, Naimov is a 13-3 Tajikistan man, age of 31. I mean, he's pretty good. Only had one loss in the UFC. That was a submission loss to Felipe Lima. But around that, he's got some good wins on a two-fight win streak at the minute. Just beat Bogdan Grad in his last fight by decision. And he's got some good wins. He's got a win over Nathaniel Wood as well. And overall, he looks a decent fighter. 5-1. In total in the UFC, and a win on the contender series. His opponent, Myron Santos, is also a pretty good fighter. Brazilian man, 16-1 in total record, 25 years of age. Ultimate Fighter winner as well, like last year or something. Since then, he's had 3 wins in a row in the UFC. Had one dodgy one against Francis Marshall. Definitely robbed him in that fight. Got the split decision win, but came back, beat Sadiq Youssef in his last fight, and he does look pretty good. 1 win by KO and the rest by decision. So I think this fight will go the distance. I've not seen anything from both these fighters that suggests otherwise, so that's definitely a bet to put on. But it's a tough one, this fight, to be fair. Both these guys are pretty good fighters. Obviously, Myron Santos, very good record as well, but I think I'm going to back Naimov to win. It's close. I reckon it could go split decision, this one. We never know. 29-28. Either one of them, but I'm going to go with Naimov to win by decision. Now, moving up the card to Mansur Abdul-Malik versus Antonio Trócoli. Now, this is a pretty easy pick. I'm going to go with Mansur Abdul-Malik to win this fight. I mean, how can I not? He's 8-0-1. I mean, obviously was undefeated. He still is technically, but he got that draw against Cody Brundage because it was overturned to a draw or something. I don't know what was going on in that fight, but it was quite a while ago. The start of this year, but around that, I mean, he's obviously very good. All of his wins have came by finish. 1 win by submission, 7 wins by KO. Trócoli, on the other hand, is a Brazilian man, 12-5, 34 years of age. I mean, I don't really know why he's even in the UFC, to be honest. He's not great. He's lost his 2 fights since coming in here. 1 by submission to Tresean Gore, and 1 KO by Magomedov. So yeah, he can't be losing to Tresean Gore in this day and age. So Mansur Abdul-Malik will win by KO. And now moving up the card to Ivo Aslan versus Ivo Baraniewski. I don't know. This is a Polish name. I have no idea how you say his name, but Ivo Baraniewski is a 6-0 Polish man, 27 years of age. This guy looks good, you know. Came off the contender series, got a round 1 KO in 20 seconds. Over Ali or something like that. I mean, he looks pretty good. I mean, he's got 4 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission in his career, undefeated. I mean, definitely a good prospect coming up. Ivo Aslan, on the other hand, is a Turkish man, 14-3 record. I mean, he also did look good for a while when he first came to the UFC, 2 wins in a row by KO, but he's not been on a good run recently. Got subbed by Kutalaba and then got lost a decision to Elenkana. So this could go either way. I mean, Baraniewski obviously not really UFC tested. Ivo Aslan has had a few fights, but I'm backing the undefeated Polish man to win this fight, and I reckon he gets the submission. Now, moving up the card to the next fight, Edson Barboza versus Jalen Turner. Now, Jalen Turner's back in the UFC, and I think I'm going to pick him to win, to be honest. But I mean, it's been a while since I swear he retired or some shit. I don't know what was going on, but he was on not a great run, to be honest. He had 1 win in his last 5. I mean, yeah, his 1 win as well was over King Green, which is not that impressive, really. Think about it, but he got finished twice in a row by Bahamondes and Moicano. And then he just retired or something. He's only 30 years of age, but of course he's back and he's fighting Edson Barboza, who is pretty ancient now. How old is he? 39? Yeah, he's 39 years of age, 24-13 record. So pretty a lot of fights. On a 2-fight losing streak, lost to Lerone Murphy and Drakkar Closer by decisions. But he has some wins recently, like in the last couple of years. He's just getting on old now, and I just can't pick him really. He's got a good chance to be fair. Jalen Turner hasn't fought in a while, been out of the game, but I think Turner should be winning this fight. I don't think he's going to finish Barboza, but I'm backing Turner to win by decision. Now, moving up the card to Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. Now, I'm backing Bruno Ferreira to win this fight. I mean, just Marvin Vettori, he's not been doing very well recently. I mean, he's just stinking up every card he's on, really. The Roman Dolidze fight was terrible. The Brendan Allen fight, lost that by decision. Lost to Jared Cannonier before that, getting absolutely beat up. I mean, the only thing you can give Vettori is he's got a good chin. That's like, this is the problem with this fight here against Bruno Ferreira. Like, Ferreira's never won by decision. He's never gone to decision in his career. I mean, all of his fights are either wins by KO or submission, or he's lost by KO or submission. So, he's on a 2-fight win streak, beat Jackson McVeigh by submission, who was making his debut. So, not much to go off that fight. Beat Petrosian by submission in his last fight. Did lose to Magomedov, but has a few good KOs in his career, and he's a very good fighter. Is Bruno Ferreira, but like, it's the thing, can he finish Vettori? I don't think he can. I think he's the better fighter than Vettori, but I mean, to be fair, he probably isn't the better fighter really. Just Vettori, just like if Vettori's going to win, it's going to be by decision. Like, I feel like this fight should go to decision. I just can't see a finish. Obviously, I can't see Vettori finishing Ferreira, and I can't see Ferreira finishing Vettori. So in my head, it has to be a decision, and I just feel like Ferreira is the better fighter here, and I think Ferreira should win by decision. Now, moving up the card to Fares Ziam versus Nazim Sadykhov. Now, this is a tough fight to call. I took a bit of time, but I think I'm going to back the Frenchman in Ziam to win this fight. You know, I feel like he's got a very good record. I mean, his last loss was to Terence McKinney back in 2022. Since then, been on like a 5-fight undefeated streak. Some good wins in there. That KO over Ferreira was pretty sick. That was a good KO. And the rest of them got some decent wins by decision. And overall, he does look a pretty well-rounded fighter. On the other hand, Sadykhov, also a very good fighter. I've made a lot of money betting on him, especially when he's the underdog against Bonfim. Got a lot of money from that fight. But he's very good. I mean, he's 4-0 in the UFC. He's had one loss in his career. First fight in his professional career. Lost that, but around that, he is very good. Got some good KOs as well. But I just feel like, I mean, that last fight against Motta, he was almost out. Like, the referee could have stepped in, I swear, and it would have been a fine call. But, like, yeah, he was, like, he had the draw to Borshev. There's definitely ways that I think Ziam can win this fight. I think Sadykhov is very good, but he also isn't the most technical sometimes. He's, like, a bit sloppy as well. So I'm going to back Ziam to win. I feel like he should be the better fighter here. I feel like Sadykhov could catch him, get another KO under his belt, but I'm going to back Ziam to win by decision. Now, next up, we have Macy Barber versus Karine Silva. Now, I'm backing Barber to win this fight. I feel like, you know what, she's going to get the job done. And I think like Barber, you know, she's, for a women's fight, she's quite tough. She's 14-2 record, American woman. She's pretty good. I mean, she hasn't lost since her loss to Alexa Grasso back in 2021. I mean, and that's not a bad loss to have for like ex-champion in the UFC. Since then, she's had some decent wins in her career. I mean, nothing really special. Like, unless you're like knocking people out in the women's division, it's like, yeah, you're just another average woman. But Karine Silva, on the other hand, is a pretty good fighter as well. To be fair, I do like her. She's had one loss in a UFC career. That was to Vivian Araujo. I didn't think she'd lose that one, but she managed to somehow. And around that, she bounced back for a win over Barboza in August this year. And around that, she's pretty good. She's got a few submission wins in her career. But I feel like Macy Barber is the better fighter here. I mean, if Silva's losing to Araujo, I feel like Barber can beat her as well. Just Barber, I've watched her, she's good, and I feel like she wins this by decision. Now, next up on the card, we have Terence McKinney versus Chris Duncan. Now, pretty fun fight here, but I'm going to back Duncan to win this fight. I mean, Terence McKinney, I mean, he lives and dies by the sword, 17-7 record, but I mean, he either wins by KO or loses by KO. I mean, or submission. I mean, he either wins by finish or loses by finish. It's like literally every single fight. I mean, he's so chinny, but he has some good wins as well. He is on a 2-fight winning streak, to be fair. Just subbed Borshev in his last fight and also KO'd Hadzovic, whoever that is. I don't even think the guy's still on the UFC roster. But he also got head kicked by Ribovic. He's subbed by Sadykhov. He's allergic to knees. Got flying knee KO'd by Bonfim. Got kneed by Dober. Got obviously flying knee on Contender Series by Sean Woodson. But he has some good finishes as well in his career. He's a good fighter. I mean, if he's not going the distance, he's going to be there. I mean, this fight shouldn't go the distance, I don't think, because Chris Duncan, he is the problem, of course. 14-2 record. I mean, he did go to decision against Rebecki. That was a good fight. I didn't think he'd win that one, but he proved me wrong. He got the job done, and it was a good performance, that one. Subbed Vucenic, subbed Oki. I mean, he's a very good fighter. Is Duncan. I mean, he's proven his worth. He'd obviously lost to Manuel Torres by submission, but around that, he's pretty good. So, I think Duncan will win, and I reckon it's going to be a finish. This fight probably won't go out of round one, let's be real. And I reckon, I just can't see McKinney beating Duncan really here. That's the main thing. So I reckon Duncan wins by submission. Now, moving up the card to Grant Dawson versus Manuel Torres. Now, just been talking about Torres. He's won against Chris Duncan, but I don't think he beats Grant Dawson in this fight, to be honest. I mean, Manuel Torres, very good fighter. I've got to say, his only loss in the UFC was to Bahamondes in like the UFC Noche card or something in the Sphere. That was it that one? It was something like that card. But he came back with a win over Drew Dober in round number 1. March this year. Very good KO, got to say. And all of it, overall, I mean, he's got so many KOs. He's got 8 wins by KO, 7 wins by submission. He looks pretty good. But Dawson is also a good fighter, if you've got to say. 23-2 record. That King Green loss looking very fluky as the days go by, because he's beat a lot of people in the UFC, of course, on a 3-fight winning streak since that loss to Bobby Green. Beat Diego Ferreira in his last fight. I mean, he's not the most exciting fighter in the world, Grant Dawson, but he gets the job done, and that's what I feel like is going to happen in this fight. Obviously, Manuel Torres, dangerous fighter, but I feel like Grant Dawson is going to get the job done and get the decision. Now we move up to the main card now. Jan Błachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. Now, Błachowicz, 42 years old now. I mean, damn, he's getting on. I don't think he wins this fight, to be honest. It's a tough one because obviously the very experienced Jan Błachowicz versus Guskov, who hasn't had too many fights in the UFC, to be fair. Obviously the younger fighter as well. Guskov's got a great record, though, to be fair. 18-3 from Uzbekistan. I mean, he's very good. On a 4-fight winning streak, all wins by finish. KO'd Krylov, subbed Elikana, KO'd Span. I mean, he's very good. Lost to Ozdemir. That's his only loss in the UFC. Got submitted in that fight. But around that, he looks very dangerous. But I can't see him KOing Jan Błachowicz. When was the last time Jan's been KO'd? I mean, a long time ago. Thiago Santos was the last guy to KO him. Glover subbed him, but I don't think we're going to get a Guskov sub in this fight. So he's lost 2 decisions in a row. Obviously, one was to Ferreira, where he arguably won, where he was close, and then lost to Ulberg. Just hasn't been active. He's getting on. And Guskov, the up and comer in the division, it just feel like he should win. I can see Jan Błachowicz easily winning a decision. To be fair, it's only 3 rounds, so it could go either way, but I'm backing Guskov to win by decision. Now moving up the cards to Henry Cejudo versus Payton Talbott, and I feel like this is an easy pick, but we never know. I'm going to be backing Talbott to win here. Cejudo, I think he said he's retiring after this fight. I mean, how many retirements is that now? Who knows? He's 38 years old. Obviously, his losses haven't been too bad. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, like Merab and Aljamain. He's lost both to them, champs and former champs. But, I mean, I just don't know why he came back out of retirement for this run. I mean, he's going to lose 4 in a row probably, and just wasn't worth it. I mean, unless he's getting paid loads, who knows. But, yeah, lost to Song Yadong with a weird eye poke thing in his last fight. But he's fighting Talbott, who is a very good up-and-coming fighter, 27 years old, 10-1. His one loss to Barcelos, which he kind of got fraud checked a bit there. But came back, beat Felipe Lima by decision in his last fight, and overall, I think he's going to win this one. I mean, I don't know what the odds are. Probably should be favourite to win this one, and I feel like he just gets it done by decision. Now, moving up the card, we have Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. Now, this is guessing a number 1 contender fight in the division. Both very high skilled flyweights. Moreno just coming off 2 wins. Obviously lost to Pantoja, then lost to Royval, but beat Albazi, then Urseg, and now he's fighting Taira, who's 17-1 in total. He's one loss to Royval, which Royval is a very good fight. I mean, I didn't expect him to lose to Van. I thought he'd be fighting again for the title, to be fair, but Van did get the job done by it was pretty good. And then what are we talking about? Taira lost to Royval, but then came back with a win over Park, who was another undefeated fighter. Good test for him there. Got the submission in that fight, and I do think both these guys do have a very good chance of winning. Moreno and Taira, they're both very high skilled flyweights, and it should be a good fight, this one. It's only 3 rounds as well, so that plays into account. Obviously, Moreno's used to pretty much all his fights being 5 rounds, pretty much. But I reckon it's close, but I reckon Moreno is going to take this one. I think Taira could easily win decision as well, but I think Moreno is going to win. Now, moving up to the co-main event, Alexandre Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Now, really good title fight. I like this one. Joshua Van, one of my favourite fighters, to be fair, at the minute on the roster, but yeah, I don't think he's going to win. I mean, it would be really cool if he wins. He's only 24 years of age as well, so skilled as a fighter. I mean, obviously, lost to Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson, one of the flukiest guys I've ever seen. Some of his KOs are kind of crazy. But Pantoja, he's just too good, isn't he? I mean, he's 30-5 now, record, 35 years of age. This is his 5th title defense or something like that, 4th or 5th in a row. I mean, he's too good. He's by far the best in the division. I mean, he's just he's circling around. He used to get so much disrespect. I remember he was so low on the pound for pound for ages, and I was like, why on earth? He's so exciting fighter. People slept on him for so long, but I think he's getting the respect he deserves now. He's a very good fighter, Pantoja, and I reckon this should be a good scrap. I'm hoping for just 5-round war in this one where they both bring it out. Van comes out, tries to win, and I reckon Pantoja is going to take this one by decision. And now the main event: Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan. Petr Yan. I forgot to say his name, but come on, we know what I'm picking here. We're picking Merab to win. Of course we are. I mean, the only thing that I but this I was saying about his fight against Corey Sandhagen. I mean, it should be an easy win. We've obviously seen this fight before. It is over 5 rounds this time though. But the only thing that's going against Merab is the fact he's cutting weight again for another 5-round fight in the it's such short time. I mean, I love how active he's been to him, but surely it must be taking a tax on his body in the future. But who cares? We're getting loads of title fights from Merab, and I don't hate it. I mean, obviously Yan, revival of his career, was on a 3-fight losing streak, obviously losing to all former champs of the division in O'Malley, Sterling, and Merab. But he's come back with 3 good wins, to be fair. Figueiredo, Song Yadong, and then Marcus McGee. That was a bit of a random fight, that one. But Yan got the job done, and he's earned his title shot. He earned his rematch. But I mean, it would be so cool if Yan gets the belt. That would be an awesome moment for him, to be fair. The fact he's gone from losing it back and then getting it back after so long. That would be so cool. But I don't think it's going to happen. Let's be real. Merab is a machine, and Merab is going to win this fight by decision. So there are my picks for UFC 323. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. And that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed me, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.